Yo guys, me Frank from the F17 channel here, and today I have the next part of my story. But actually, just before we do get into this video, I would like to clear something up. No, these videos are not real. Just by this one comment here, fucking infuriates me. Look at it. I don't know what went through your mind when you thought that that video was in fact 100% true, and that you thought Michael Jackson had nonced on Madeleine McCann. We'll get on to the story now because I've done swearing. Now, basically, where we left off was I had just escaped the Mexican Wall with Haroldinho Sharmanator and Lloyd Barker and Madeleine McCann. So we eventually came back here. Now you might not know this, but we have a man behind, you have a man behind a computer who's like tracking your every movement, because at this point, me, Haroldinho Sharmanator and Lloyd Barker are all wanted criminals because we all escaped the Mexican Wall. We went back and we have a man behind a computer. His name is Noodlehead, but we just call him Cousins. Yeah, his actual name is Noodlehead, but we call him Cousins because... actually, I don't really know why we do that, but yeah. Basically, we came back here, picked up Madeleine, and left Cousins here. We're just going to call him Noodlehead, it's so much easier. We left Noodlehead here, and basically, we left him here because he tracks our every movement, because we are the most wanted criminals in the whole world, because we're supposed to be dead by now. We went on the run, and we got caught up in southeast London, which is a stupid place to go because I'm from there. But we got caught up in southeast London, and there was like you ever play Fortnite where a massive beam comes down, on Endgame. It's not there anymore, of course, but on Endgame, on the you know what I'm going on about. This. Yeah, that came down and hit right in front of us, so we picked it up because we're dumb as fuck. And it was a time machine, but it wasn't just a time machine, it was like a time kind of warp thing. So you threw it. Actually, what happens was you threw it and then it would make like a massive portal. And we didn't know this at the time, so when we saw it, we literally just dashed it against anything we did until Lloyd Barker picks it up by its full handles and chucks it at a wall, a little bit like this. Yeah. Then it opens up like a little portal, and then we jump through it, but the kind of the kind of warpy thing comes with us, and basically what happens was we ended up in, I think it was, I can't tell, I'm pretty sure it's 1938, and about this time Anne Frank had just gone into hiding without anybody knowing or shit like that, and we ended up right outside her house. Bear in mind the fact that we know we are sentenced to death. We know we are the most wanted criminals in the whole world. But we saw her, and so say she was here, by my arms. We got her by the hand like this, and then punched her in the back. So she went, and then we knocked her out. We brought her back. So then we jumped back through the portal, and we had to throw the controller again, kind of close it up. That looked a bit like this. We now know that we can never use it again because it's fucked up so bad that it looks like this. Yeah. Yeah, so we go back to the house where Noodlehead is, and he's like, what the fuck just happened? You just picked up something and went through a portal, and then you went completely off the database. And I was like, yes, we know that. We went to fucking 1938. It was like, nah, piss off. He has his little lemonade thing in his hand, like, nah, piss off, mate. It's like that. Eventually, Anne wakes up, and she's like, we don't know what she's talking. So, and it's this next bit that gets a little bit frightening, so YouTube, don't strike me again. Basically, Lloyd picks up a knife and puts it to her neck like this. And then she's like, like a Chinese person for some fucking reason. Eventually, Lloyd goes like this, and her whole fucking head falls off and rolls onto the fucking floor. It rolls onto the floor with the eyes still open and still breathing somehow. It's still going like, what the fuck? Shut up. We then stab it through like the cheek like that, and then we all have a go at Lloyd because now we're wanted for even more. That's just, yeah, sick. We thought it would be a better idea if we go down to the fridge and chop up her body parts, like her arms, her legs, and like her torso kind of thing. Yeah, we chop it up, we chop it all up, chuck it in the fridge, because that's probably, actually, thinking about that, that's a really stupid position to put it, because it's the first place to look. But the head, however, now we are like some like medics, some absolute medics up in here, because we dissected her head. We had to cut open, because like it's not her neck, it's just her massive fucking head. So in, and we take out like her trachea and like, you know, all the stuff that comes from the throat up into the mouth, and then we have to take out all of the body parts, and we have to take the inside body parts, we have to take out her brain, and then we've just got the head left. Now we had stuff like plaster, we have like, you know, stuff to use for concrete, we have stuff like that, and then we have like a little bit of fur. We stuff that into her head so it's not moving at all, and then it ends up looking a little bit like this. So then we hang that up on the wall as another one of our trophies for being a wanted convict. But it's the next part that really, really saddens me. We hear the we know the police are coming for us. They know we are here. And we hear a massive thud on the door and go bang. Now we're all up in that corner there, but basically we hear them coming up the ladder, and we prioritised myself for some reason, Madeleine McCann, and Harry. Or at this point we had to change our names, so I'm now known as Dudney, and he's now known as Javi Nagabaga, and Madeleine McCann is obviously known as Lily Brown. It's this part that really saddens me, because us three that I just mentioned, we get away. Like we get away, and we live for another story. Cousins / Noodlehead gets arrested because technically he hasn't done anything wrong except for aiding us, so he's not going to get as bad of a punishment as Lloyd did, because Lloyd here, or rather Jake Barker, he got caught and they sentenced him to death. Now Lloyd could have ratted us out here, or rather Jake Barker could have ratted us out here and said that we had gone, because we went through, you see, like, wait, where is it? You see that little hole, that little gap there? Yeah, we pulled that off, went through that, and then plastered it back. And then we hid in there until they had gone. Now, those police officers were so fucking corrupted. One of them pulled out a gun, yeah, and put it to Lloyd's head, or rather Jake's head, and pulls the fucking trigger. This is the saddening part, because Lloyd is not coming back from that. And it's that saddens me to say. And pronounced Lloyd Barker is actually passed away, because me and Javi roped him in to escaping death. So yeah, if you guys did in fact enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up. I'm really gobsmacked. I'm not sure. The tears might start coming out. Wait, hang on. Well, I'm not crying from my forehead, what? But yes, if you guys did in fact enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and we will tell you the next part of the story.